When terra firma acquired EverPower in 2009, it was a particularly good time to be entering the wind energy sector in the USA. Favourable local planning regimes, substantial incentives and, as a result of the financial crisis, opportunities to acquire high-quality wind businesses which had found themselves unable to fund their next phases of development. One of these businesses was EverPower.
We saw an extraordinary opportunity in EverPower. EverPower came with a small team, a highly skilled team, which we could build around. It came with one operating asset, which was of good quality, and a significant pipeline in liquid power markets, which we could build out rapidly. And finally, the platform was scalable, so we could actually add assets through M&A pretty accretively and very nimbly.
6 years on, the outlook for wind energy in the USA is even more promising.
The renewable industry in the US is one of the largest in the world, over 60 gigawatts of onshore wind installed today. That has been built through incentive programs like the production tax credit scheme. We expect those to be phased out over time, but I see that as a good thing for the industry because it's made the industry, or is making the industry, far more competitive. Technology is getting better, so the same site that yielded you a 33% yield factor today will yield you 36 to 37%. And all of that is good for the industry as it strives to get competitive with the broader, more conventional power markets.
Today, after 6 years as a terra firma business, EverPower has 7 operational sites with a combined generating capacity of 752 megawatts, more than 10 times its capacity when terra firma bought the business. It also has a gigawatt of near-term development projects and a further gigawatt in its longer-term pipeline. Over this period, EverPower has proved its ability to bring highly challenging projects into operation, like Twin Ridges in Pennsylvania.
It is a large-scale project by any means, nearly 140 megawatts. It not only involved erecting 68 turbines along 2 ridges in a pretty challenging terrain, but we had to construct a generator lead line through 2 states to our point of interconnection. So it's a very sophisticated, complex project, and I think we performed very, very well.
In 2012, having so far developed and built out all its projects itself, EverPower made its first acquisition of an operational wind farm, the 150 megawatt Mustang Hills site in California.
Our focus has always been in 2 primary markets in the United States. The eastern markets, so the eastern seaboard of the United States, and then the western markets. They're highly populated areas, and they are characterized by generally high power prices.
2014 saw the next major milestone in the EverPower growth story, its acquisition of an even bigger operation, the 240 megawatt Big Sky wind farm in Illinois.
Big Sky is a great example of the execution abilities we've built within this business. It's a big site, so you had to do a pretty quick and efficient diligence to make sure you were catching all the issues. It's 240 megawatts. And it's a transaction, I think, that the team concluded very successfully and at a very accretive value for us.
EverPower's full-year results for 2014 reflect the expansion of its operations, the high value of the markets it sells into, and its growing reputation with the major utility companies for availability and reliability.
750 megawatts of operating assets and about a 2 gigawatt near and longer term pipeline. That's a pretty significantly sized company, even in a market as big as the US. It's a top 20 player. It's got a lot of assets that are diversified and running well. It's got a team that can manage the construction, development of an asset, all the way to the financing and operating it at best in class. And the proven ability to add assets on through M&A. It gives anybody who is looking to invest in this platform, as we take it forward, a tremendous amount of growth and the opportunity to invest their capital accretively as the platform gets built out further.